Hey guys, this is Austin with the car scene, and today we are at Hoover Dodge Jeep Ram here in Summerville. They've got a ton of new cars, around 120 right now, and today we're actually taking a look at this Obsidian Edition Grand Wagoneer. So the Jeep Wagoneer is the luxury SUV, and I've got a couple of videos from a few months ago of when this vehicle first came out, but this one is the Grand Wagoneer. And so if the Wagoneer is kind of a GMC Yukon Denali spec, the Grand Wagoneer would be like a Cadillac Escalade spec. This is the top-of-the-line luxury SUV that you can get from FCA right now. And it's also a really just overall nice package. And so with that said, I'm going to give you an in-depth walk around back to front on this vehicle and give you all the details and everything that you need to know about it. So first things first, most of these Wagoneers and Grand Wagoneers come completely decked out with a ton of chrome. Everything that you see that's kind of this black chrome look, it would be normal chrome. And here in this Obsidian trim level, it's a Series 2 edition, which there's 1, 2, and 3, so it's a mid-grade trim. However, it's still packed full of luxury. But the best part is, if you were to buy a Grand Wagoneer or buy a Wagoneer and black out everything yourself, it'd be about $6,000. So it's an incredible value when you're comparing doing it yourself, because this is a very popular thing to do, especially here in South Carolina. And it just looks overall spectacular. So with that said, there's kind of some deets there for you. Coming around the back of the vehicle, this does have air suspension, so you can actually lower the vehicle with the key fob, just like you can do on a Ram 1500, and that allows you to get easy entrance as well as easy exit. You can also open the back. You do have a power trunk here. Opens right up. All of your floor mats and accessories are right here. Obviously a power folding third row, which is available right here, as well as a power folding second row. This one is equipped with the 8-passenger seating configuration, so you've got 2 rows of 3-seater benches. Obviously a nice subwoofer back here for the premium sound system. And then this is equipped with the 6.4 liter Hemi V8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close up the back here, and I'm going to use the remote start and let you listen to the exhaust tone on this truck. But one of the best parts about this 6.4 paired with the Grand Wagoneer is that the towing rating is through the roof. I believe it's 10,500 pounds on this specific one. And this thing can just tow like nobody's business. So with that said, I'm going to start this bad boy up. And of course, like I said, 6.4 liter Hemi, it's tuned to 470 horsepower, 485 pound-feet of torque, which is the same as the Scat Pack tune. And so it just makes a ton of power. Let's climb into the second row of seats here. You can see these power running boards. These are some of my favorite power running boards in the business because they tuck up real nice and tight. You don't even know they're there until they come out. Looking at the door panels, you can see this is definitely a luxury truck. You've got your Macintosh sound system. I believe it's a 22 speaker system. You've got your window shades there that roll up, and storage down below with leather at the elbow, and of course power windows, power door locks back here. Looking over to the inside, I love that they put an air vent right here. Looking at your seats, like I said, it is a 3-seater bench, but it does have a power tip and slide feature. So you just push the button, it's a tip and slide, so you can keep a seat actually in here. Climbing into the third row, there's a ton of space back here, a ton of comfort options. So looking here, you do have an air vent. You do have a power reclining seat, which reclines quite far actually. 2 USBs, USB-A, USB-C, and then a cup holder with a little bit of storage. Up top, you do have your own panoramic roof for the third row, as well as some hooks here. And this is actually a Alcantara or suede headliner. It's really, really nice, really, really premium. And of course, the seats are actually super comfortable. So sliding all the way over to the right, tons of knee room, tons of foot room, tons of headroom. I mean, overall, just a super, super comfortable third row seat, even for full-size adults. I'd say if you were over 6 foot, it might be a little squeeze, but most people over 6 foot aren't even going to look at sitting in the third row. And the seats do slide and recline in the second row. Climbing into the second row, this is your own climate control right down here for the second and third row. You do have armrest in the center there. And all of this is configurable. You can fold it however you'd like. There's storage on the back of the seats. There's a 115 volt house outlet, as well as 4 USBs and a 12 volt. Let's go climb up front and see what we have going on up there. So first things first, looking at your mirrors, nice big mirrors for that huge towing capacity, what we talked about. You've got the blind spot little corner mirror as well as blind spot monitoring, and they're heated. So looking at your door, similar thing, you can see they've used a little bit of a Mercedes touch here and put your power seats on the door with a massage button there. Looking at the bottom of the door, tons of storage, stitched leather at the elbow, along with your power mirrors, power windows, power door locks. Of course, the mirrors are power folding. And you can see your Wagoneer badge down at the bottom, the Grand Wagoneer badge on the side of the seat. And looking at the left, you do have power adjustable pedals, interior lighting, exterior lighting, and of course your electric parking brake. Let me climb inside, start it up, show you everything that we have going on inside. So the start button is right here, foot on the brake, starts right up. You can see all your screens there. I'm actually gonna move the seat back because it's not necessarily in a super comfortable position. You do have massaging seats, so this whole screen down here is all about the massage seats, but I'll go left to right. So looking at your steering wheel, you can see all your gauges here, messages, settings, driver info, so speed and tack, tire pressure, and of course under vehicle info you can go to the right as well and see your fuel economy, all of your gauges there. It's your typical Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram gauges, however, still very, very in-depth, just like we've seen the entire time with this company. And then of course your off-road gauges, because this is the four-wheel drive variant. Looking at the steering wheel, you can see it's really great. Nice stitched leather. Of course you have a gear selector there, so you can actually control the gears. But overall, just super, super high quality interior. You do have adaptive cruise and lane keep assist in here. Looking up top, you do have a huge panoramic sunroof with a power shade that opens right up, goes all the way back behind the second row. And like I said, a ton of speakers with this Macintosh system. Grand Wagoneer inlaid on the dash over there. Let's first go through the center screen. So this is the new Uconnect 5.0. It actually uses a Linux-based system as opposed to the old system that they use. It makes it a lot faster, a lot easier to update, as well as gives them a lot more programmability. So for example, here in your vehicle apps, you've got everything controllable through the screen. You can fold the headrest, you can fold you can do your mirror dimming, you can do your power for your passenger screen, you can do your side steps, your surround camera. I mean, just everything is fully customizable within this vehicle. And then of course built-in nav as well. All of your climate is up in this top screen as well, but you do have redundant buttons here. You can adjust your temperature, you can adjust your fan speed. It's all quite nice. And then of course auto. And down below is our massaging seats, which you can see. So you just press massage, and then of course on, and then you can pick what you want. So we have waterfall. I can also engage the bottom, and then of course my seat is massaging, and then turning it off is as simple as pushing off. And nice part, like many of the competitors, hidden storage behind with a wireless charger right here, and of course some USBs with an HDMI for your passenger screen. So if you really wanted to, you could bring an Xbox or a small mobile console, maybe a Nintendo Switch, and be able to play games on that passenger screen, which we'll jump over there in a minute and show you that. Here's your controls for the vehicle, so you can see your lane keep assist, your parking controls, your tow haul mode, all that stuff is right there, as well as your off-road gauges right over here. So you can put this thing into sport mode, you can put it into snow, rock, mud, all that good stuff. We'll leave it in auto. Of course, your shifter right in the middle, your 4-low button right here on the bottom right, and then your hill descent control, as well as your air suspension. So we'll lower this thing all the way down. And then there is 2 cup holders right there with storage on the left side. And then your center console, which has a nice slider up top with USBs in it for charging devices, but it also lifts right up, and it's actually a cooler. So you can turn this off if you want, or leave it on, and it'll actually keep any drinks or anything you have in there nice and cool. I'll climb over onto the passenger side and show you your passenger screen and all that good stuff. And of course, it's gonna honk at me because I have the keys in my pocket. So right here is a little button. We push that and it gives this screen power. And you can see we've got our audio, video, HDMI, and you can actually sign up for a subscription service and stream anything you want to this screen. You can see your nice Grand Wagoneer inlaid in the dash here, in this nice chrome metallic with the nice background there. And of course, Macintosh tweeters up on the dash, as well as your box there for all of your safety features, your adaptive cruise, pre-collision, all that good stuff. Of course, a sunglass holder with a mirror, because this is, at the end of the day, a family vehicle, so that you can see all your rows. I believe this vehicle also has cabin watch. This one may or may not be equipped. Rear view camera. Oops. Surround camera. There is a feature, this one is not equipped, however, there is a feature for a camera that's located right above the second and third rows and allows you to see downward into the seats. That way if you have car seats or teenage children or whatever, you can show them on the screen and actually check in on them and make sure everything's doing good, especially with the young ones with the car seats. So what I'm going to do now is turn the headlights on, pop the hood, and show you what we're working with under the engine. Headlights on, engine off, and hood is popped. So here is your LED projector headlights, as well as your LED daytime running light along the top, which accents perfectly. And here is your 6.4 liter Hemi. Like I said, in this variant, it is tuned for 470 horsepower, 485 pound-feet of torque for a max towing of 10,500 pounds. And you can actually get that all the way up to 1,200 in the Wagoneer series. And of course, your Wagoneer badge here says designed in Auburn, Michigan, built in Warren, Michigan, and then of course, born in America, Wagoneer. With that said, there is one other engine option, and it is a 3-liter twin-turbo inline-6. So, coming around the car one more time. Once again, this has been Austin with the car scene. If you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for any upcoming videos that we might have. You can see this vehicle with the suspension all the way down, almost looks squatted. And this thing can raise up really high as well. With that said, thank you guys for watching. Huge thanks to Hoover the Mover for allowing us to film some of their inventory. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.